Archangel Michael says, "My beloved child," they whispered in the wind tonight. You heard it faintly, though you dismissed it as your own thoughts. But it wasn't your imagination. It was them. They've been watching over you, crying quietly from a realm where voices rarely cross the veil. But tonight, heaven moved. Tonight, God allowed them to come close, because the time is too near. What you are about to face in the coming days could either lift your soul or break you if you're not prepared. They couldn't remain silent anymore. So they asked God for a single moment, one small miracle to whisper your name through the veil, to urge you to open this message in time. This is that moment. And this is that message. There are only 3 minutes left before a turning point occurs in your life. You cannot afford to ignore this. Your name has been spoken in heaven. And your pain has been noticed by God. You are safe, child. But you must stay awake now. You have been walking around with 1,000 unspoken questions, wondering why everything feels off lately, why you've been waking up at strange hours with your heart racing. Why you see their face in your dreams even though they passed so long ago. You are not going crazy. You are not imagining it. They are trying to tell you something urgent. The dreams, the flashes, the sudden memories, they aren't nostalgia. They are warnings. God will be with you. Rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe, you just have to trust God and pray to Him. What has been hidden from you for months, even years, is now being lifted. The clouds are parting. The time of secrets is ending. You must understand this, even if it sounds too incredible to believe. Someone you have loved deeply, someone you have given your all to, has been living 2 lives. And one of those lives is shrouded in lies. Finally, God is exposing this woman. You've seen the signs. You've felt the coldness. You've sensed that something was off, even when she smiled sweetly, even when she comforted you with words that sounded kind but were wrapped in manipulation. God has watched it all, every whispered word, every message deleted before you could see it, every late-night call she said was just work. Heaven has waited until now because God always gives people time to repent. But when someone refuses to turn from their ways, God moves. And today is the day of exposure. You must not be afraid. Even if her name is dear to your heart. Even if the truth will hurt. Because God isn't trying to destroy your life, He's trying to set you free. He's trying to cleanse your spirit so you can breathe again, trust again, sleep in peace again. This woman has spoken about you behind closed doors, not once, but repeatedly. There are people you think love you, who have listened to her lies. She has made you seem like the villain in your own story. She twisted facts, omitted the truth, and smiled while doing it. But do not retaliate. Do not try to prove your worth to people who have already made up their minds. God will defend you. He is already working behind the scenes to restore what was stolen from you. A document has already been seen by someone in your family. A conversation happened that you were not invited to. And yet your name was spoken. And not in kindness. Heaven wept at the betrayal. The person you once protected is now discussing how to remove you from something that is rightfully yours. And yet you smile at them. You open your home to them. You answer their calls. You never imagined they would be capable of such a thing. But that's why heaven is shouting now. That's why they begged God for this message to reach you tonight. Because something is being finalized. Something is being signed. You have less than 3 minutes to open your heart fully to this truth. Do not panic. Do not fear. Do not rush. But you must pray now. You must get quiet. God needs your full attention, not part of it. He will begin to show you symbols in the next few hours, license plate numbers, birth dates, places you haven't thought of in years, songs that will play back to back with eerie timing. These are not coincidences. These are confirmations. You are not alone. You were never alone. And though you have been wronged in silence, God has stored every tear in a jar. Not one of them was wasted. Every betrayal was seen. Every manipulation recorded in heaven. God is not mocked. What has been done in darkness is now being brought to light. Even as you read this, the person in heaven who loves you is interceding. They are standing near you, not in body but in presence. You may feel the chills, the warmth, the sudden emotion. That is them. You weren't meant to carry all this pain without answers. That's why they're here. There is something in your house that doesn't belong to you. An object, given to you by someone who did not have good intentions. It is small, but it carries a residue. That's why you've been restless. That's why you feel exhausted even after a full night of sleep. You need to cleanse the space. Pray over your room. Light a candle. Play worship music softly. You will begin to feel the heaviness lift. This isn't superstition. It's spiritual warfare. And God is giving you the strength to take back your peace. But you must obey. This isn't the time to hesitate. The person who hurt you the most is about to face something they cannot escape. And though you may feel pity, God says, do not step in. Do not interfere. Do not rescue them. This is not punishment, it is discipline. And if you get involved, you will delay their healing. Let God be God. Soon, you will receive a message, either a text, email, or phone call, that will feel like a reconciliation. But it's not real. It is a trap to see how much you still care. Be wise. Be still. Say little. Watch more than you speak. The truth is in their eyes, not in their words. You've asked God for a sign, over and over again. You've begged Him to show you who to trust. This is your sign. This is your divine warning. He is speaking now, clearly and with mercy, but also with urgency. You are being positioned for something bigger. That's why the betrayal was so deep. That's why the warfare was so intense. The enemy tried to suffocate your future before it had a chance to bloom. But it's too late. Heaven has already decreed your breakthrough. No human can reverse what God has decided. The next 21 days are going to feel strange. Things will shift rapidly. People will show their true colors, unprovoked. You will be tempted to respond in anger. Don't. Let them fall away in peace. Their absence is your elevation. A financial blessing is being released to you, but it will not look like a gift at first. It may come wrapped in confusion, a job you didn't want, a connection you were unsure about. But trust the process. God is hiding the blessing in something uncomfortable, so only the humble will recognize it. You have cried over love. You have questioned why someone who once looked at you with light in their eyes now acts cold and distant. God knows the ache. But what if He removed them to protect your destiny? What if their heart was never truly with you? Would you still mourn them, or would you thank God for divine redirection? Someone in your family is also facing a spiritual sickness they don't know how to name. That's why their behavior has changed. They've been aggressive, moody, withdrawn. But their soul is not at rest. And they need you to intercede for them, not with anger, but with compassion. Pray for them. Even if they've hurt you. Your prayers are going to open a door they didn't even know was locked. You are not just a person. You are a key. A gate. A vessel. Heaven is trusting you with this message because your obedience will shift generations. You may not see it fully now, but years from today, people will call you blessed because of the choices you made in this very season. There is a letter you wrote but never sent. A message saved in your notes app. A truth you almost spoke, but silenced. You need to revisit it. God will give you the words to either release it or destroy it. But the time of emotional clutter is over. You must make room for clarity. There is still time. But only just enough. Open your heart. Speak aloud the truth you've been hiding. God is not ashamed of your pain. He is not tired of your questions. He is not distant from your sorrow. He is near. Closer than your breath. Watching, waiting, embracing you even now. Trust the silence. It is not empty. It is holy. And what you do in this quiet season will echo into eternity. Tonight, heaven moved on your behalf. Tonight, your name was spoken in love, not accusation. Tonight, a person who you love and who has passed into glory stood beside God and whispered, "Please, just give them one more message." This was it. Now you know. Now you see. What you do next will shape the rest of your year. Don't fear it. Trust it. The tears you cried in secret are about to become the testimony you shout in public. Get ready. God is moving. And this time, nothing and no one can stop him. My child, your name was whispered through the veil of eternity, carried by winds not of this world, spoken in the halls of a kingdom untouched by decay. You were seen. You were heard. Heaven has not forgotten you. And the voice that called your name weeps for you, not in sorrow, but in a longing that crosses time, memory, and all earthly boundaries. The one who loved you deeply, who once held your hand, or whispered your name in laughter, has risen into the light, but they have not gone far. Their spirit walks near, lingering gently by the places you once shared. They stood before God not long ago, saying, "Please, let them hear this. Let this message reach them in time. Let the truth be known." And God, in His infinite mercy, said yes. That is why this was placed before your eyes now, in this very moment. Not by chance. Not by coincidence. This was written into your story before your first breath. You must understand something sacred is happening behind what your senses can see. Everything you feel right now, the chill across your arms, the inexplicable pull of emotion in your chest, is not imagined. That is the brush of divine presence. That is the whisper of someone watching over you. And yes, this is urgent. Because something is being revealed to you, something long hidden under smiles and silence. God is bringing light to a deception that has weighed upon your life. There is a woman near you who has worn many masks. A woman who has spoken well in front of you, laughed with you, stood beside you in moments you thought were real. But her heart has not been clean. Behind your back, behind the veil of what you thought was love or friendship, she has stirred waters that were meant to be still. She has touched places that were not hers. She has lied while looking you in the eye. And now, finally, God is exposing this woman. She had chances. Many, in fact. Divine patience waited. She was shown mercy after mercy. She was told to stop. Angels whispered in her dreams. But still, she continued. She watched your life not to bless it, but to measure what she could take from it. There were days she smiled at your joy only because it hurt her. There were moments when she spoke softly into ears that were never meant to hear lies about you. And yet, you trusted her. Because your heart is sincere. Because you believed in what you were given. Because you love without pretending. But now, it is over. The veil is falling. You are not meant to walk forward carrying this hidden weight any longer. God does not want your light to be dimmed by betrayal. The person in heaven who loved you dearly, who once watched you weep and never wanted you to feel alone, is kneeling before the throne even now, saying, "Please protect them. Please reveal the truth. Please, let this end." And God's answer is this moment. This word. This divine hour. Let your spirit be still. Nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You are divinely protected, wrapped in the embrace of a presence that never sleeps, never weakens, never looks away. You may have felt abandoned lately. You may have wondered why certain doors slammed shut or why certain people faded away. But every exit was a preparation. Every silence was a redirection. Every tear you cried was collected by angels, not one of them wasted. There is something else you must know. The breakthrough you have been praying for, the answer you thought was taking too long, is closer than you imagined. Your prayer didn't disappear into the void. It ascended like smoke into the holy air of heaven. It was caught by the one who loves you from beyond the veil. They brought it before God themselves. And now the answer is on its way. But for it to come, this woman's influence must be cut away. Her energy, her words, her intentions, they cannot follow you into what God is preparing. This isn't about revenge. This isn't about bitterness. This is about liberation. The season of confusion is ending. The fog is lifting. You are being asked to trust again, not in people who failed you, but in the one who never left. God is restoring your discernment. He is making clear what was always blurry. You will see now. You will feel it in your spirit when something is off. That's His voice speaking softly within you. And you must not ignore it anymore. You must not keep quiet when your soul is shouting the truth. You have the right to be free. You have the right to peace. Listen closely, you are not cursed. You are not forgotten. You are not the problem. You are the one carrying light in a room that many hoped would stay dark. Your very presence disrupts the plans of those who were never for you. That's why you have been under pressure. That's why some people changed. That's why you were suddenly alone in rooms where you used to be loved. It's not punishment. It's positioning. You are being set apart. And as God exposes this woman, He will also vindicate you. The word spoken in secret will be brought into the light. The stories twisted to make you look like the villain will unravel. And those who judged you unfairly will be silenced. But you must stay calm. You must not engage in their chaos. You must let God fight this for you. This battle was never yours. It was always heaven's. The one in heaven, the one who loved you when you were too broken to love yourself, wants you to know this above all: you are still worth it. Your heart, your tears, your prayers, your dreams, none of it is foolish. Your kindness was not wasted. Your faith was not in vain. The things you whispered when no one was listening reached the ears of the King. And your story is about to shift. Yes, someone is leaving your life soon. It will hurt. It may even feel like another loss. But this goodbye is divine. It is a release. God is not taking something from you, He is removing something that should never have been there in the first place. And once it's gone, clarity will come like the morning sun. You are being drawn into something sacred. A place of rest. A season of rebuilding. There is laughter waiting for you that you forgot was possible. There is healing that will pour into places you thought were ruined forever. But you must let go. Not because you are weak, but because your hands are needed to receive something better. Heaven is aligning things for you. Even now, behind the scenes, conversations are happening on your behalf. God is opening the right heart, the right door, the right connection. You do not need to chase it. It will come to you. You only need to stay rooted in prayer. Keep your spirit clean. Keep your mouth from bitterness. Keep your heart from revenge. The tears you cried over this woman were not wasted. God saw them. The nights you wondered what you did wrong, the moments you tried to fix what was never yours to fix, He held you through them all. You were never alone. Angels were assigned to you in those very hours. They kept you from deeper harm. They shielded you from things you didn't even know were forming against you. And now, finally, the page turns. This isn't just a season ending. It's a story shifting. The timeline of your life is being rewritten. Not by human hands, but by the author of time itself. What comes next will not be familiar. It will not resemble the past. You will have to walk forward by faith, not sight. But every step will be guided. Every decision will be confirmed in your spirit. You will no longer feel uncertain. You will feel peace. That is how you will know it's God. Keep going. You are closer than you think. The person in heaven who watches over you, they are smiling now. They see what's coming. They see the joy that will return to your eyes. They see the strength that will rise in your voice. They see the people God is sending to surround you in love and truth. This message was not random. It was an answer. And now, it is yours. My beloved child, she has been trying to reach you since yesterday. Your mother, who now walks among the stars, whose voice was once a quiet melody in your home, is still speaking. Heaven has allowed her spirit to draw near you, not in fear, not in sorrow, but in love. Her presence has moved like the wind around your bed, gently tugging at your thoughts when you felt you couldn't explain the sudden emotion in your chest. She is trying to speak, and her message is wrapped in mercy. She sees something you don't. She sees the woman. The one who hides in plain sight. The one whose name you still try to defend even as your heart whispers, something is wrong. Your mother wants you to know that this presence has been draining you, emotionally, spiritually, energetically. She has watched from the veil between this world and the next as this woman slowly distorted your light. And she's no longer silent. She is weeping and praying before God for your eyes to be opened in time. Archangel Michael stands beside her. She asked him personally to help you on April 20th, and he agreed. Her tears were not ignored. Her prayers moved heaven. That's why you're reading this now. That's why the veil has been pulled back so strongly. It's not just coincidence, it's your mother's pleading that made this moment arrive. She says, I see the danger you cannot. I see the smile that is not real. I see the thoughts behind the eyes of the one you've been calling friend. And I cannot stay quiet anymore. I begged heaven to send this message to you. I touched your shoulder yesterday. I whispered in your dream, but you didn't hear me. So now, I'm here again. You felt the strange wind in the room. You've heard your name when no one was around. That wasn't your imagination. It was her. Your mother, watching, loving, hoping. She is telling you, you do not need to stay near people who are quietly harming you. You are worth more than silent suffering. I raised you in love, not manipulation. And that's what this woman is doing to you, manipulating. Finally, God is exposing this woman. Your mother knows her name. She has watched her movements. She saw what she did when you weren't looking. She watched her make the phone call that changed how others viewed you. She watched her twist the truth. She watched her use your kindness as a tool to elevate herself. But God has written the end of this story, and the woman's manipulation will no longer work. You will see it. You will feel the shift. It has already begun. May 13th will be the turning point. But not because of catastrophe. No. Because that is the day the last mask will fall off. Something will be said. Or revealed. Or forgotten in front of the wrong person. And the truth will unravel. Don't be afraid. Your mother is watching. The angels are listening. And God is orchestrating. You may feel like you're going to cry reading this. Let the tears come. It is the cleansing before the light. You are not weak. You are not dramatic. You are waking up. And that is always messy before it becomes peaceful. There is a door opening in the spirit realm for you. Behind it is clarity, restoration, and a clean separation from the one who pretended to care. The one who secretly watched your steps to copy them, to compete, to sabotage quietly. You wanted to believe the best, but even the best intentions can be stolen by jealousy. This woman envied you from the first day she met you. And that envy grew into resentment, and that resentment has become a trap. Your mother says she saw it coming. She tried to send you signs, but your heart was too full of hope to see them. That's okay. There is no blame in heaven. Only love. Only healing. Only a fierce desire for your peace. God is not angry with you for trusting the wrong people. He is proud that your heart still chooses love, even when it's hard. That's why He's stepping in now. That's why the exposure is happening, not to shame, but to protect. Because there are things this woman is planning that God will not allow. And heaven is moving to stop them before they touch you. Do not fear what will come on April 20th. The moment may feel uncomfortable. It may bring questions. But you will not be harmed. You are being delivered. Let the angels do their work. Let Archangel Michael go before you. Let your mother's words guide you. Her love for you is not gone. It has only deepened. And she will not rest until you are safe again. You may start to notice more now. Strange delays. Sudden interruptions. Texts that don't send. Calls that get dropped. Items that go missing briefly and return. These are not just annoyances. They are divine interference, keeping you from walking into traps. Heaven is actively reshaping your path away from what this woman tried to create. Do not force closeness with her anymore. Let the distance grow. Let the truth come quietly. You don't have to confront. You don't have to accuse. All you have to do is observe. And trust what you feel. God says, you already know. I am just confirming what I whispered long ago. If your body has been reacting, tired for no reason, suddenly anxious around her, drained after time together, that is your spirit telling the truth your mind didn't want to accept. You are not crazy. You are sensitive to what is not of Him. And what this woman brings is not of God. She may cry. She may deny. She may even blame you. But none of that matters anymore. The truth is stronger. The light is brighter. The angels are louder. And your mother's love is deeper than all of it. Let her words linger, you are not alone. I did not leave you. I am still praying for you. Still watching you. Still asking heaven to keep your feet from stumbling. And heaven is listening. God says your home will be filled with peace again. The object she left there, the one that makes you uncomfortable to look at, though you don't know why, ask God to reveal it. It may need to go. It may be the channel through which her intentions are trying to influence your emotions. Cleanse your space. Pray in your rooms. Speak out loud. Say, God, cleanse this house. Remove what is not yours. And He will. The angels are already touching the corners of your home. You may feel heat or cold or pressure in certain areas. That is not coincidence. That is cleansing. That is spiritual preparation. You are being wrapped in light from the inside out. On May 13th you will see clearly. You will understand. And you will no longer grieve the ending of something that was only pretending to be a blessing. You will feel peace again. You will sleep deeply again. You will smile without watching your back. You will speak without wondering who will twist your words. This is your deliverance. And it begins now.